Hello, welcome back to another comic book buying tip. I have not done a video for this series in a long time. It's way overdue. I wish I'd done this 2 years ago because this is something that has been going on for the past 2 years that I think if I made this video earlier may have saved some people some money, but you know how it is. Advice tend to go one ear out the other. The market we have the last year plus has seen a lot of parabolic move. If you never heard of that term because you are new to the market, new to investing, you likely have never heard that term because you don't really hear that kind of that term, that specific term, parabolic move, often in other things. But a parabolic move, mouthful, is a move where a price of an asset, it could be a stock, crypto, Bitcoin, a house, comic book keys, anything. When you see a steep rise in a curve like that, that's a parabolic move. It doesn't have to be this, it can be straight up. Okay, this is anything that change the trend. You can have an asset that go like this, slowly going up. That's fine. So you can have an asset that go like this, and then all of a sudden it change the angle and start to go much steeper. That's a parabolic move, okay? And we have seen a lot of this in many comic books, no doubt. And I have discussed at length many times in the past year on my channel and advise that people should not buy into the move. And occasionally I get pushback from viewers that say, well, you talk about you can't time the bottom, you can't time the top, so what's wrong with me buying a book when I have the money? If I have the money and you can't time the top, you can't time the bottom, I can't do that either, what's wrong with buying it now? I have the money, I save up the money, what's wrong with buying it now when I have the money? Is it not prudent? Because I didn't borrow, I didn't use a credit card, I save up and I have the money and I'm holding it long term. I have a long term horizon because I'm a hodler. I have 20 more years in this hobby left, so what's wrong with buying it now? Similar kind of comments have surfaced over the past year because every time I talk about don't chase, don't FOMO into something, it's always someone that said that if I don't buy it now, it's only gonna go higher. How many of you, if you're still watching this video as of right now, can say that you have witnessed many books that went up, followed by that over the last 6 months? Many books that went like this have gave back. Some 10%, some 25%, some half of the gain. We have seen this over and over again on many keys. Bronze, silver, copper for sure. So what part of buying into this move is smart? Are you smart enough to buy it here and enjoy the rest here? Are you smart enough, quick enough to get out up here to realize the gain? A lot of people are not like that. A lot of people in this hobby are not buyers and sellers. They just buy and hold and hope. There are people that try to catch the lightning, ride higher and sell. In stocks, we call that momentum trading. Buy high, sell higher. So it's a strategy that works, but ultimately you have to sell higher to realize the profit. Okay, so if you are that good of a comic book buyer where you can buy at the early or even mid stage of a parabolic move, then by all means get on the bandwagon, but make sure you get out before it flip over, right? Because you never know, you could be buying near the top and then the book give back 30%. Okay, that's the risk. So my advice has always been, don't FOMO into any parabolic move. Wait until it roll over, because it will. Nothing. There has never been an asset that did this and sustained this in a straight line. Nothing. As I'm sitting down and making this video, Bitcoin 2 days ago broke all-time high at 65. Yeah, all-time high over 65. Guess what? At this very moment, just seconds before I sat down, 62. Yes, slightly different because with Bitcoin or with stocks, you can dollar cost average, right? You can buy little pieces along the way. So you can buy low and buy high. The average, you do okay. If you buy consistently on a certain time frame over time, you tend to get a decent price. Dollar cost average, you hear this a lot on many crypto channels. Well, guess what? That doesn't really apply with comic books, right? You can't dollar cost average into an Amazing Fantasy 15 unless you go and buy fractional share or something, right? I'm going to stay out of that discussion because it can be done, not easily, but there is a way to dollar cost average into that kind of collectible. But that's for another video. But for now, most people cannot. If you cannot time the bottom, if you cannot time the top, and you cannot dollar cost average into comic book keys, then be a little bit patient. Wait for the rollover. Okay? The rollover can be 20% down, 25% down, and we have seen many rollover that exceed 30%, even 40%, some even 50%, right? So trust me, when you see a line like this, if you go to GPA, if you go to Go Collect and the chart show you a straight line like this, just pause, hit that pause button. Even if you have the cash, even if you have 25-year horizon, because you can buy it 25, 30% lower. There's a good chance of that, okay? Avoid this. Just wait until you see the chart pointing down. It is that simple. That's the signal. You can't time the top, you can't time the bottom, but you can see when it roll over. Okay, so the tip to this video is wait until the direction of the parabolic move change. Just wait. Sometimes it's just weeks. Sometimes even less. If you're in this hobby for years and decades to come, you tell me that you cannot wait a few weeks, maybe 2 or 3 months. Many books top out in April, May, right? If you follow my channel, and many books crash by June, July. So 3 months is not a long time if you're in this hobby for years and decades to come. Have a little patience. Wait for the signal. This is not the signal. This is the signal to stay out. The signal to start looking is when you see the arrow pointing down. It will happen, okay? In many assets. Thanks for watching. I hope it makes sense. Bye.